Hopefully that'll help us come back. Are we back? Seems like we're coming back. I think I fixed it. I hope. I love internet. Internet doesn't make me upset sometimes. We seem to be back. I apologize for that. Hopefully we're done with that for now. Seems like we... Oh, crap. Okay, maybe we're fine. It did just dip a little bit, but it didn't... Okay. 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 I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll try to keep a bit more of an eye on it. I'm so sorry. Internet issues frustrate me so much. So yeah, as I was pondering, I can use the Nook to get the key. Or I can use this to get some extra stamina. They both kind of give me the same level of movement here. I don't want to use the closet right now. Or do I? I don't know. I'm taking a key. Give me the Nook. There's the journal note. I think using the West Wing Hall is kind of what caused that door to be locked. Because, like, I had found a note earlier that was mentioning something about, like, things in the West Wing being locked more often. I realized this would give us more doors, but what if we do the bedroom for the extra footsteps? Anything in here this time? There's that. Greetings from Reddington. No matter which one we pick, we're wasting a door. In fact, to be honest, I really wanted one that went up in this room, but I didn't get it, unfortunately. I'm thinking den. Let's get a den. Get the Jemmy. Anything else here real quick? I saw that in a different room last time. I don't even think that was in this room last time. I could be wrong. Oh. Trunk is locked. Well, this is probably not smart, but I'm so intrigued. Okay, there's the car keys we found before in a different spot. Interesting. Very interesting, honestly. Also, weird, pulling back the veil slightly, weird thing that happened. When I ended stream yesterday, I had 6 subscribers. When I went to open my streamer tab today to kind of like get set up for stream and whatnot, I had 7 subscribers. I don't know who, when, or why that happened. So that's fun. Yeah, let's just go this way then. I don't think there's anything else in here right now. Well, you see, if I put this here, we lose immediately. I cut myself off even faster than I did last time. I'm not a smart VTuber. What does that mean? What is happening? What is happening? I wasn't expecting cutscenes. This game is so weird. Okay, we're missing a reel of some kind, it looks like. Or is it just different color? I don't know. It looks like one might be missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess that this room is important. Because it's giving me this. I just picked it because it was the only room that didn't kill me. Me! That's me. I'm there. It's like the FNAF office. Wait. Weird. I'm not sure how to mentally read that. It's kind of a lot of stuff in here. Okay, so I think that's just a coloring thing. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. It is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Laboratory? What? Crazy. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password, fuck you. See. Interesting. See, that's interesting, because you can make out the word under the scrolls. Like, this isn't meant to hard block me. Interesting. I'm not fully sure what to do with that yet. Bat and bathtub. Till further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. What does that mean? Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Noted. Okay, so this is an important room. It's kind of given me a lot, of vague clues. Blue memos true, red memos lie? Wait, hold up. Unless written by hand. This game is tricking me. This game is a very tricksy game. Do I have the brain for a game like this? My brain is very small. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. View estate inventory, please. Okay. So I can use this to see if, there are things in a room that I have placed, but I haven't picked up yet. Noted. That's good to know. What about the key card? Key card doors from the estate can only be unlocked with an electronic key card. Key card system is currently offline. Okay, so yes, that utility closet that I added, it can be used to shut this system off, which is good to know. That feels like an important room. Key card system settings. I don't know what that means. I mean, the system is off right now. So, is there a reason not to say hi? Okay. So by default, when the security doors are offline, they are locked. But if I set it to unlocked, it's already offline because of what I did before. And now they're unlocked. Okay, cool. Cool. We're back on that one-door lifestyle. Because I'm an insane person. Wait, I went the wrong way. I wasted a footstep completely. What is wrong with me? Well, I literally can't use this shit. I mean... That's not great, but I think it's kind of the best of our options. Also, I am curious to see if turning the lights off in this room did anything. Kinda. Just seems like it made things dark. I thought I was onto something, honestly. I felt so smart when I did that. But apparently that was incorrect. So now you see, I can pick a room, or a room. Okay, I see I have applied the storeroom. Interesting. I may be about to die. The only two room I've seen is the big helpful corridor. Yes, I got it. So now we do have 2 more doors now. We're gonna go with hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Yes, I saw that before. Yeah, I guess give me the chapel tax. I'm not going to go through it immediately, though. Give me the parlor. Will it be a different version of the puzzle this time, or will it be the really, really easy one? There are 3 boxes in this room. That does seem to be true, Blue Blocks. Thank you. 2 boxes in this room are empty. Yep. This is one of the 2 empty boxes. I'm not seeing any that... This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. That could be true, according to the rules of this game. 2 boxes in this room are empty. That could be true according to the rules of this game. That is true according to the rules of this game. There are 3 boxes in this room. That's decidedly unhelpful. This didn't change, did it? Always be at least 1 box that displays only true statements, 1 box that displays only false statements. Only 1 box has a prize within, the other 2 are always empty. Dang it! My brain is small. I'm noticing the random chess pieces in various rooms, and that's concerning to me. So what happens if I try to enter this room and I have no money? Door is locked, huh? That's not really encouraging. Well, I just lost. This run was significantly worse than my first one. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do. Chat. Zabby is an idiot. Mount Holly, quaint cottage. I feel like that's lower. A lower station than the title I got last time. I'm going to do more. I am going to do more. But I'm going to do a quick break here. Top up my drink, run ads so we get rid of the pesky pre-rolls for anyone else that stumbles by. I will be back in a couple minutes. I love you very much, chat. Mwah. Actually, wait. Just in case something different happens. I don't know if something different happens at any point in that intro. But I will be right back now. Mwah. Hello. Actually, wait. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Actually, wait. Once again, checking this just in case. Okay. This game hurts my brain. I'm not sure I will do this for the whole stream today, because I'm not sure how much of this I can handle in one sitting. However, there is another game I've been looking into starting. If the people I wanted to see that happen to be available, then I might do some of that as well today. Well, I'm going to add the bedroom. And we're going to go through the bedroom. Oh, hey, random money. I love random money. It's my favorite. Corridor. I want to run back at the parlor game. Always be one box which displays true statements. Always be at least one box that displays false statements. Only one box is a prize within. The other two are always empty. Those rules do seem constant. There are 4 boxes in this room. No. No? No, I don't think there are, actually. There's only 1 box in this room. No! The gems are in the true box. Well, neither of these can be true. So, thank you. Yay! Wait, why did I go back into the corridor? That was a waste of a footstep. I'm curious as to what this means. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay, but I can only do that once. I will take the den. Give me that gem. Okay, the lockbox locations do seem pretty random. Because there was a lockbox in here last time. I think guest bedroom. Just wanted to write you a quick note, thanking you for the weekend. Yeah. No, I have seen this one. Oh, keycard. Good to know. So, like, the key items do seem to be pretty, like, random in terms of where they are. Okay, so now I do legally have to go all the way back. Well, no, not quite all the way back yet, necessarily. I could go all the way back, or I could just continue from here for now. Also, Mitsugo, you do seem to still be here. Can you check... Can you and the other two goobers... My brain is not processing right now. Can you and the other two goobers inform me of whether or not y'all are available today? Because I am considering, after another couple of rounds of this, pivoting to trying Ruina. But y'all got it for me, so I kind of want to make sure that's at a time when y'all are available. I am going to get the security. You know which other two goobers. The hunter of hooks and the one who always doesn't coffee. You're the three gooberteers. Blue memo is true, red memo is lies. Wait, red memo is lies. So, the antechamber is locked, and access levers are required to grant entry. Noted. Well, that is 2 out of 3 goobers. Hook is probably off on another side quest of some kind. Did you just call him over-caffeinated? Experimental house features. You have me extremely curious with what that means. I typically work over at Cinco Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find a laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Oh, that's a lot of everything, huh? What is that? Ten connects to the woods. I have seen both of these paintings before. But what does that mean? This room is confusing me. What the heck is this? Okay, wait. One, two, three, four, 7? I don't know what the heck to do with all this. I'm so confused. I'm willing to take this risk. So I can't help but notice that the light turned off anyways. So I feel like I actually should have gone to the dark room first and then used that closet to turn the dark room off? I mean, back on? Well, that door's locked. That's not ideal, actually. Sure. Give me this first one. I don't know. What the heck is this room? I've not been in this room and have no idea what room I just selected. Some sort of archive? Marigold wins literary honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feature to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal. Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor, and the previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece in the closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary has been using Marigold as a pen name to free her from political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. Swimbird author never considered herself a success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. And so as we ran out of the books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, The Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Okay, this do be some kind of archives. While I'm here and have easy access, I am going to... I realized while I was in security, I forgot to check the computer to see if I have any missed items. One broken lever? What the fuck does that mean? I feel like that's important. Well, I have the security card, so I'm pretty okay with raising the security level. I don't really know what that means, but I don't know. Maybe that means cool rooms will show up. Change offline mode. I don't know, just in case. Okay. Let's go back to the archives. I wish I knew what was going on with that broken lever. Is it in here? Because I've clearly missed something somewhere. It doesn't seem to be in this room. Is it in a dang dark room? Well, that's also locked. Not the dark room. Well, I shouldn't have come back into the archives then, because now I have to go this way. Yeah, now we have to go all the way back to the entrance hall. Actually, while we're doing that, I should kind of keep an eye out to see if I find something that looks like it might be a broken lever. Okay, we have to go into the parlor now. It's not in here, is it? No, doesn't look like it. What's right here? I'm seeing no signs of a broken lever. Now I will try to go this way. Right. Excuse me? Oh, shoot. That's what the archives is. Well, dang it. This run was going well, and now it's looking not great. Although I did just get a key. I'll take the pantry. Pantry's fine. Give me the apple. Give me that. Gimme a man after midnight. Check one item and retrieve it on another day. Give me the archive. Wait. Doors in the West Wing are more likely to be locked is a lie. That's a lie. I want to see items for sale. I haven't actually gone to a shop yet. commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. That's a lie. What does that mean, though? What does it mean that this is a lie? Effective on the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically, as your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call. I have read this. It was just at a different place. With this, without this? What does that mean? Can I play this? I can't. Sale 50. All annual Maids Day sale. 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21. I would love a key. I am going to grab a gem. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. I'm unclear what that means. Does it matter that that space is occupied? It probably does. My little baby brain is so small. Wait, what does that say? Each day, a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been achieved. What rank are we? How would I know what rank we are? I want rich people wine. What the heck is that? Well, this room is profoundly unhelpful. We do, in fact, have a key now, then. I don't really want to have to go all the way back here. Why do I need a salt shaker? I don't know. I haven't really seen why. Give me another gem for now. Gems help me gain more context. Okay, back to the entrance hall. Now, yeah, we need to go to the bedroom. Parlor, drawing room, security, archives. This way. Use. Give me the closet. If the closet doesn't give me a key, I basically just lose. It didn't give me a key. I'm going to do one more day. I'm going to do one more day, and then I think we will try another new game for a little bit. One day more. I do like this game, but this is the type of game I don't know how much of this I can do. Like, this is one of those games I just don't know how much of it I can do in one setting. do like it, though. Day 4. This game is so weird. Yeah. That's all the same. All the same. Let's go right. Let's go pantry. Gimme a man after midnight. Need to make sure I'm keeping an eye open, because I missed something last time. I missed whatever that lever was. Let's go parlor. I do like the parlor. It's fun. Okay. Blue box. This is the black box. That's a lie. This is the black box. That's a lie. The black box is not empty. That has to be true. Because both of these are blatant lies. So by the rules of the game, this one has to be true. I'm gonna go with the den here, give myself another door, get myself another gem. Have another quick scan just to make sure I'm not missing anything secretive of some kind. Give me the gemmy. I would like to go to the dead end. Walk-in closet with 4 items, but it costs a gem. Guest bedroom, 10 extra steps. I want the walk-in closet. Well, I got 10 steps anyways. I got refunded my gem. I got a key. I found a picture of a lady. It said 4 items, didn't it? Car keys. I keep finding the car keys, but I have yet to actually find the garage, is the thing. Doesn't seem like there's anything else skulking in here. So now, let's go the other way. See, part of me wants to keep the train going. But the breaker box does seem... The utility closet does seem like pretty important. So getting it set does actually... Turn that off. Get the lights on in the garage. Just in case. I don't fully know what any of that means yet. But... Parlor. Pantry. And now, let's go left. I like me the hallway here. Extra doors do be important. The main way I am losing does seem to be running out of doors. This is a lie. Coat check. Guest bedroom. Kitchen. Kitchen. I haven't seen the kitchen yet. More of these weird drawings. Mount Holly kitchen menu. Banana. Club sandwich. Bacon and eggs. Add a morning room to today's draft pool. What does that mean? Today's main course menu, stuffed wild quail. Okay, so the dining room gives us an item once we get, like, a high enough rank house. Which I still don't fully know what that means. And this tells us what the meal that day will be. Whereas, it also offers us these as options, which I'm going to go ahead and not buy for now. Anything else hiding on me? Okay, let's go this way. Storeroom, spare room, observatory. I'm gonna go with the storeroom. Get me them goodies. Where's the gem? Gem? There it is. Gemmy, gemmy, gem, gemmy, gem. Gem, gem, gem. Gem? Huh. I don't fully know what that means. Security, guest bedroom, bedroom. I'm gonna take the guest bedroom. That's another Jemmy. I'm seeing no hidden broken lever of any kind. Secret passage. Okay. So I can guarantee a hallway of some kind. I can guarantee a green room of some kind. I don't fully know what the green rooms mean yet. Purple. I also don't... Oh yeah. Purple is bedrooms. Red are bad rooms, and I don't know why. It's literally written by Drawback Press. And gold room. Gold rooms are shops. So, I think green room or a hallway. Because I've seen literally one green room, and I couldn't actually go into it. I'm kind of thinking hallway here to try to... If we can get a good hallway, we can kind of open things up. And that would be ideal. 7 locked doors. The hell does that mean? I'm gonna take the passageway. I'm gonna go this way. This seems like an ideal time to grab the closet. Get another key. Get another gemmy. Let's go this way. Boiler room. Power source. Power source? See, you've got me all curious, and now I have to. Okay, it looks like I want it to go here. I don't really know what that means. Or what the heck is going on over there? What's powering this red box mean? I don't really see how you would get that powered. Because you kind of need the pipe that way. Oh, interesting. Okay. I have to keep it powered in order to keep that. That's locked, though. Wait, what's that going on with that elevator? I'm very confused by this room. The puzzles in this are... Okay, but if in order to power that elevator, I'd need to get this powered. Helmst? Oh, wait. There's another... Interesting. Did I won? Okay, so this gate's now open. That's now on. What does sending power up there mean? Wait, that's got 3 pipes. Can I get all 3 of them to that? No, right? Unless there's more puzzly stuff up here? What'd I do? I also need this powered. I'm just kind of doing stuff, and it's kind of working, maybe. So, this one... Does that help? No, you're still not powered. How do I am very lost right now. This boiler room puzzle is breaking me a little bit. Wait, is that it? Did that do it? No. No, it's that one that I need. Wait, should that do it? No. I'm doing something wrong, and I don't understand what. My brain is not... brain not braining, chat. I'm so confused. You know what? We're going to pivot. I do want to try more of this, but for right now, we're going to pivot. Oh, hydrate. Sorry, I didn't see the hydrate. My bad. I got very in the sauce on that one. We're going to pivot. I'm going to try a game that has been gifted to me by Mitsugo. And we'll do that probably for an hour or two. Why are you meeping? Yeah. This game hurts my brain a little bit. In a good way, but it does hurt my brain a little bit. Okay, so yeah, we're going to run ads and we're going to pivot. I will return shortly, chat. Hello! Slight technical difficulties, but the game should be ready soon. You see, my brain is small, is the thing. But I'm here. I'm here, chat. And I like you. I like you and I value your existence. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. I'm sorry it scared you. Look, I wasn't fully going into this stream planning to pivot like this. But I did end up realizing that Blueprints is the sort of game I can't really do a ton of in one sitting. Because it hurts my brain and makes me feel dumb. And I'm sure Ruina will also do that. So that makes it a good pivot. What is wrong with me? But hi, Carpet. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Repeat viewers make brain happy is the thing. Well, uncaffeinated one. Okay, I am gonna deafen the audio, my computer audio for a second, because I have a feeling that this game is gonna boot up very loud. Oh, I was right! Ow! And now it's frozen. Oh, no, now it's fixed. Okay, I'm going to briefly go into the settings so I can adjust. That seems fine. Actually, that might still actually be... Games are so loud these days. But yeah, we'll do like an hour or two of this, I think. The stream's coming back. I was setting up the game, you goobus. Don't you judge me. Well, we've got the carpet drinking holy water in the corner. Because of Mitsugo's horrible do-nothing redeem. We love the horrible do-nothing redeem. Okay, new game. Quit. Can't do that. I go out into the street, my hands in my pockets.
아직 이곳을 나갈 수는 없어.
I cannot leave this place.
끝까지 나는 자유롭지 못하네.
Even at the end of this, I cannot be free.
분수에 맞지 않는 꿈을 품어서는 안 된다는 거야.
I'm not allowed to have a dream that is beyond... Am I not allowed to have a dream that's beyond my means?
젠장 불안 눈물.
Damn it, the purple tear.
이딴 방식으로 일을
I can't believe this is how she handled it.
뭐가 어떻게 된 거야?
What happened? What's with all this smoke? Sigh, guess I'll have to trust her.
한 번만 말할게.
I'll say this only once.
난
I
복잡하게
despise
돌려서 말하는
verbose
것을
and
정말
roundabout
싫어해.
speech that doesn't get right to the point.
그러니까 괜히 말 늘리지 말고 묻는 말에만 대답해.
So don't try to get wordy, just answer my questions.
물론 질문도 하지 마.
You don't get to question me either.
넌 어디서 그리고 어떤 목적을 가진 채 이곳에
Where'd you
이렇게
come from?
왔지?
How'd you enter this place? And for what purpose?
뭐야? 넌 누군데?
Well, who are you to...
아, 속이 메스껍고 울렁거리는.
Ugh, suddenly I'm getting all nauseous. My leg! Oh, I'm sorry, carpet. You came at the pivot, which was a bad time. I'm sorry.
난 경고했고 넌 어겼어.
I
다시
warned
한번
you,
물어볼게.
and you crossed the line. Let me ask you one more time.
넌 어디서 그리고 어떤
Where'd you
목적을
come from?
가진 채
How'd you enter this place? And for what purpose? I was just walking around, and I ended up here before I even realized it. I have no idea how I got here. Damn it.
다리에서 피가 줄줄 나오잖아.
How do I...
이런 영문도 모르는 곳에 올 생각은 전혀 없었다고.
I need to, like... At some point, I need to see if I can, in the settings, stop the voice acting. Because it's difficult when I'm trying to read over it. Blood's gushing out of my right leg. Swear. Oh, I swear I wasn't trying to trespass. I don't even know where this is.
난 오후 1시쯤에 대충 일어나서
I woke up around 1 p.m. and started walking around the streets of District
이왕 나온
13.
김에 목적지도 있으면 좋겠다 싶어서
Since I was up...
스페셜
what-
샌드위치
oh my
파는
god.
헤맨 팡팡이란 곳에도 들리려고 했어.
Since I was just out and about, I figured I could go wherever I wanted. So I decided to drop by Ham Pang Pang. Heard they served a weekly special sandwich.
아무튼 당장에 빠져나갈 돈은 많지. 일거리는 없지.
Anyway,
개인 사무소라 해도 나 혼자서 어떻게든 먹고 살.
God, I really need to stop the audio. Anyway, I had bills to pay. I got no jobs. I had to make a living somehow as a one-man off...
너무 길게 말했어. 다음엔 나머지 왼쪽
You
팔,
dragged on too
왼쪽
long.
다리야.
I'll be taking your left arm and left leg next.
목적도 없고 이곳으로 오게 된 방법도 모른다라.
You have no purpose and don't even know how you got here. Just who are you?
그냥 평범한 밑바닥 해결사야. 대체 뭐야 여긴?
Just an ordinary fixer who's hit rock bottom. What the hell is this place? And who are you? Taking two limbs at once is cheating!
질문은 내가 해. 이름은
I'm the one asking questions. Your name?
롤랑.
Roland.
좋아. 이곳은 도서관이야.
Good. Welcome to the library.
그리고 아직 손님을 받기
We've yet to serve any guests, but then you suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It took me quite a bit of effort designing this library to ensure that no uninvited guests could enter, you see. Damn it! These limbs were all I had! I don't have any cash or mortgages
새로 구할
to get new ones anymore.
기절했군.
Seems he's fainted.
일어나.
Wake up.
내 다리, 내 팔.
My legs! My arms!
뭐야?
Wait,
What's
they're all
wrong?
intact again?
이걸로 다시 팔을 휘두르고 걸을 수 있을 거야.
You should be able to swing your arms and walk again.
전에 몸보다 더 쓰기.
And I made a few readjustments to your body to make it easier to use.
네가 무단 침입을 하기는
Although you
했지만
did trespass in my
내가
library,
먼저 앗아갔으니
I also
그에
took
대한
your limbs away without
사과를
your consent, so I'm giving you these as an apology.
난 인내심이 많고 자상하거든.
I'm quite patient and generous, you see.
인내심이 많지.
Patient my ass. Am I really supposed to be thankful for this?
그리고 그
And your warning isn't in effect anymore, right?
그래. 네가 기절해 있는 동안
Nope,
나도
not
몇
anymore.
가지 생각을 해봤다.
I had a few thoughts while you were knocked out.
결론은 이거야.
And here's my
너는
conclusion.
이곳에서
You'll help me out
나를
here.
도와줘.
뭐? 요즘 조직에서는 이런 식으로
Do syndicates these days kidnap people this way too? Or is this one of the wings?
특이점 연구 실험 대상자들을 여기저기서 납치한다고 하는데
I had rumors that they abduct test subjects from here and there for singularity research.
내가 아는 사람도 그런 실험에
An acquaintance of mine
들게 됐다고.
apparently began jumping between dimensions as a side effect of one of those experiments.
결국 내 팔자.
My life really is an unlucky mess.
여기는 도서관이야. 어떤 조직을 말하는지 모르.
You shouldn't take limbs without consent. That is... You shouldn't do that, chat. Don't be like this lady. This is a library. I don't know the syndicates you're talking about, but this isn't a wing, at least.
관심 없어. 모든 거네.
Doesn't really matter. Whatever the case, I'm trapped here and you'll exploit, right?
그래. 너를 살려두는
Yes,
이유는
I am letting you live for two reasons.
첫 번째.
First, I need an analysis of how you could enter this place uninvited.
분석이 이유도 모르고 너를
Sending you back or neglecting you without knowing the reason could pose significant threat to the library.
뭐 이제 너도 내 허가 없이 나갈 수 없는.
Well, it's not like you can leave without my permission anymore.
두 번째. 난 이제부터
Second, from now on, I will collect books about the city
절대적인 책을
in search of
구할 거야.
the one absolute book.
이 과정을
And I want
도와주는데
you to help me with this process.
넌 도시에서 살고 있는 인간이니까.
Since you are a resident of the city, I expect you to be helpful in various ways.
언젠가 이렇게 될 줄 알았어.
I knew this would happen to me one day.
모르게 사람들은
People would
사라지고
disappear without a trace,
고기덩이가
only to be
돼서야
found as
만들고
chunks of
그러니까.
flesh so much later.
조심성도 없고
I used to laugh at those poor folks for being careless and unlucky, but now I see it has nothing to do with carelessness or anything. Just happens without a moment's notice.
목숨에 대해서는 걱정하지 마. 너는
Don't be
이곳에서
too
내가
concerned about your
허락하지
life. You're not allowed to die here unless I permit you to.
젠장. 미치광이 연구소 같은 거였나?
Damn it, so this was a crazy laboratory sort of deal. No, I don't normally think you're supposed to take other people's limbs, Carpet. Not without consent, anyways. If you ask and they say yes, absolutely harvest their limbs and make some sort of horrifying scarecrow, arm scarecrow of some kind. Do you like shove random stuff like corn kernels and clockwork into people's stomachs and turn them into walking popcorn spewing popcorn machine men or something?
저 꽝 중에 꽝이구만.
This has got to be the worst. I'd rather die and it be over with.
앞으로도 또 그런 개소리를 하면 그 말대로 팝콘 기계 인간이라는 것으로 만들지.
If you spout such nonsense one more time, I'll gladly turn you into a human popcorn machine, as you so wish.
난 말 같지도 않은 소리를
I've already gone
하는데
through so many cycles of
너무 오래
bullshittery,
반복해왔거든.
responding to every bit of meaningless rubbish.
죄송합니다.
Sorry, ma'am.
정식으로 인사를 할게.
Let me introduce myself properly.
내 이름은 엔젤.
My name is Angela.
이 도서관의 관장.
I am the head librarian and director of this library.
엔젤라. 좋은 이름이네.
That's a good name.
그래서 내가 뭘 해야 하는데?
So, what am I supposed to do?
도서관에 초대된 손님을 응대해주면
Your role is to welcome the guests invited to the library.
내가 고심해서 작성한
I will carefully
초대
determine what guests to invite, write an invitation accordingly, and you will entertain the guests once they accept the invitation and arrive at the
넌
library.
실제로 도시에서 살았고
Since you have actual experience working as a fixture, I'm sure you will be able to give the various types of guests a much better reception than I could.
뭐 그래봐야 퇴물이 된 구급 해결사지만 말이야.
I'm just a wash-up grade 9 fixer now.
접대라는 것은
What's
뭐야?
with this reception all about anyways? Do I catch their eyes or be a waiter for them or something?
말 그대로 입장한 손님들을 상대해주면 돼. 물론 물리적인
It's simple. You'll just have to deal with the guests, in a physical manner, of course.
도서관이 손님들에게
Arm crow, arm
그
crow,
과정에서
arm crow.
책이 펼쳐지기 마련이야.
The library presents the guests with an ordeal, and books will open up in the process.
시련을 극복한 손님은
The guests who have overcome the ordeal will be deemed worthy to earn their books.
응대하는 과정에서 네가 죽더라도 그건 잠시뿐.
There's a possibility that you may die in the process of reception, but it's only temporary. You'll get back up when the library closes.
이곳에서는 내 허락 없이 잠들 수 없어.
No one here may rest without my permission.
너 혹시 해결사한테 무슨 환상 같은 거 있어? 그것도 구급 해결사한테? 난 그렇게
Do you happen to have some weird fantasies about fixers? Aren't you expecting too much from a grade 9? I'm not as talented as you seem to think, you know.
내가 할 바는 아니지. 매뉴얼은 준비해뒀으니까
That's none of my
적당히
business.
찾아봐.
I prepared a manual for you, so go ahead and figure things out yourself.
읽어보니
I
대충
think I
뭔지
get the
알겠어.
gist of it now. How does this
초대장은
invitation work exactly?
초대장을 펼쳐놓고 손님들에게 대접할
Open up the invitation and register the books you wish to serve to your guests.
그러면
And next,
초대장은 자연스럽게 전달될 거야.
the invitation will naturally be sent to those who need the books.
그렇게 얼렁뚱땅
Sounds a
진행된다고?
bit too easy.
초대장은 도서관과 마찬가지로
The invitation is another carefully crafted work of mine, much like the library.
그래.
And yes, think of it as a compass. It'd be easier to understand that way.
방향을 알려주는 그 나침반?
As in the tool that tells directions?
맞아.
That's right.
초대장은 내가 얻고자
The
하는
invitations will
한
guide me
가지로
towards the one
인도해줘.
book that I truly wish to attain.
그리고 책에 따라
And sometimes the
초대장이
invitation may
붉게
turn red according to the books you've registered.
붉은 초대장은
A red invitation
이야기가 흐를 수 있도록
indicates that it can be
손님들을
sent to
알려줘.
special guests who will unravel the next part of the story.
붉은 초대장이 의도하는 것과 어긋나면 이곳에서 멈추게 되는 거지.
Until we register the books that match what the red invitation wants, our journey will be halted a bit.
초대장을 받는다고 그 손님이 반드시 온다는 보장은 없잖아.
But there's no guarantee that the guests will always respond to the invitation, right?
있어.
In fact, there is. They're destined to come.
그리고 손님들은
And the guests will accept the invitation of their own will
도서관에
and
입장하는
enter the library.
도시치고는
That's surprisingly
굉장히
polite for
점점
something
공정한
that takes
방식이네.
place in this city.
대부분은 타이에 의해서 동의도
Most of the
없이
time, people's
손님을
lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement.
아무튼 그래서
Well,
책들을
anyway,
얻으면
once we get those
어떻게
books,
되는
what
거야?
comes next?
도서관은 창대한 가능성의 공간이야.
The library is a place of limitless possibilities.
나조차
Even I cannot fathom the infinite space and power this library must have yet.
그렇기에 책들을 통해 도서관을
That's why I wish to complete the library by filling that space with books.
그리고 손에 넣을 거야.
I will get my hands on the one perfect book that will complete me and my library.
완벽.
완벽한 책이
Arm crow, arm crow, arm
또
crow.
보면
Perfect
내가 아는
book,
책과
huh?
다른 의미의 책이겠지.
I suppose these books are different from the ones I know.
Open the curtains,
Okay.
lights on.
All right.
Miss a moment of this experiment.
Excuse me?
The book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be.
It's a bop chat.
Inside the mirror, do you see someone else in the body? Transforming one hand, two hand, three hand, turn around, say like a doggy. Till I finish my beat, cut it off, cut down your nose. All the silver loyalty is gonna get you killed. You may rule but all convenient theories. For the puppets on TV, there's comfort in the streets. If you're gonna control me, at least make it interesting theatrically. Witness a hit for me. Think I am done with everything. Now I'm ready to leave. Dragging out one line, two lines, three lines. Connect our hands when I no longer can live on knowledge alone. You gave me strength, hopeful curiosity. You're still happy, answers left for my discovery. What's the color of the electric sheep you see? And if you love me, can you love your everything too for me?
Interesting. That was weird. Reception begins by sending an invitation to guests whom you want to invite. You want to navigate to the to begin this process. Okay. Wait. Hold on. I don't want the voice because it's very distracting. Screen shows the list of books currently in the library's possession. Select the needed book now. Yes, the name is still the Blueprints, but the game is titled, the game listed Can I change... Wait, what just happened? Can I change the... without ending it? There. That better? The Book of Something. Continue along with the final preparations for the invitation. Lick and stamp. When you're ready to send the invitation, confirm your choice with the send stamp. Hey, hurry up and scrape them up now. Those Zwegoons might arrive any second. I'm doing my best here. I just can't seem to get a clean rip of his guts. The contents of this guy are weirdly different. I've never heard of body modification procedure that does this. Is there a problem, Carpet? Damn it! Their footsteps are getting closer. Forget about clean guts. So I changed the title to a neutral title because this is a stream where multiple games took place. So I did that. Forget about clean cuts. Just pull them out and take them. At this rate, our heads are going to get nicely chopped off our bodies. Why does he have this kind of stuff in his body? Whatever, just take him. We're out of time. I'm just about done. Now run! No? No to what? Here, that was close. You're a bold one, Pete, going for gut harvest in a territory managed by the Zwei. These are the only jobs we have left. We have to climb up by any means necessary, whatever it takes. You know my dream, right? To become one of the fingers of the backstreets. I'll admit, it's rare to see someone with a dream these days. Let's sell off these guts we've hauled first. We've got to prepare enough cash to offer the stray dogs. True, this could be our chance to join the urban legend class syndicate. Alright, time to check out the harvest. Hey, is this a joke? You sure you scraped up the right stuff? I told you, the guy didn't have a single proper organ inside him. I expected innards soaked in drugs like that, well, at worst. These are damaged too badly. It's almost like someone already blew them up. We only doused him in anesthetics, didn't do no harm. This doesn't make sense. How could he have even walked around with these messed up organs? That's one of those, rumors say there's a guy who skewers and threads people alive to turn them into dolls. Yeah, I've heard of that too. But look at the state of these things. Not the case at all. Here, these dolls are made by threading flesh and bones together. But this son of a bitch didn't have any scars or stitches showing. Now that I think about it, there was a round orange symbol on the back of his neck. I thought it was a tattoo at first, but he didn't seem like the type to have one. He was a desk-working dweeb. Symbols? Tattoos? Damn it. Don't tell me we poked the wrong beehive. Besides that, he also had this envelope in his body. What the hell is an envelope doing in a human body? This keeps getting worse. Give me that. An invitation to a library. What's this about? Books? We can get books from a library. What a bunch of nonsense. It was a flop after all. The payment's due tomorrow. We've got 7 hours to be exact. That's too little time for another round of gut harvesting. We're heading to the library, as the invitation says. I don't know what this book thing is, but we're running out of options. We've got to take any chance we get. Isn't this just suicide? We don't know what kind of place it might be. Can't be any worse than dying to the Stray Dogs of the Way Association. We're screwed anyways. Shut up and follow me if you want to live. What was that we just saw? Fragments of the invitation process. We can take a peek at the stories of our upcoming guests. Didn't take you for a peeping Tom. It's more convenient to know what kind of guests will visit us in advance, isn't it? Besides, this is the invitation's will, not mine. That's a splendid thing you did there, ma'am. Prize upon people and kidnaps them too. Perfect tool for crimes. Heck, if the invitation can do all that, why don't we just skip the whole reception part? Can't we just teleport them right into a room full of traps or something? I cannot do that. We can only take a peek when it has been decided that the guests are coming here of their own volition. And the invitation's power isn't wholly mine either. I am simply borrowing it. Yeah. No way something can go so smoothly in this city. They're desperate guests. Tell me, was the invitation responsible for that symbol and internal damage as well? What? Not a chance. It doesn't have anything to do with that, with what happened. The invitation simply finds a way to those who need it. That means those weird happenings were someone else's doing. I've never seen that kind of phenomenon back when I was a fixer. It's like something in the ruins. Ruins? I don't know a whole lot either. I've only heard stories of it. Should I describe it as magic? Kind of stuff that exists in the ruins, apparently. In any case, we simply greet our guests. They seem to be a low class, but oh well. There's probably a bunch of lowly gangsters from the back streets. We call them rats. I'm sorry for the sneeze jump scare. That came very abruptly. Groups of half-assed thugs that barely qualify as syndicate. They don't have money or power. They're losers who only think about making ends meet day by day. I might have just roasted myself there. The Backstreets, I know of them. Backstreet's back, all right. You do? Someone I know was from the Backstreets. Well, that's nothing special, really. Backstreets stretch all over the city like veins. Heck, it might actually be tougher to find someone who isn't from the Backstreets. So, this is a library. Looks fancier than I thought. Could be a bunch of valuable things here. Greetings, dear guest. This is the library. And I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. You may find what you desire here, but you may also end up yielding your precious possessions to us. You the owner of this place? We're allowed to take whatever we want here, right? Indeed, you may earn books to be exact. If you're able to, of course. Are these book things really worth a lot, though? Of course, they can be if information they hold is valuable. Manchi! Beggars can't be choosers. We've got to cling on to anything we can find. You may find your book in this place, then. Up here you can see some bare information about the librarians who will participate in the reception. In this... Oh, it's a bot? It's a bot. In this section, you can view detailed information about the selected character. Underneath, you can check the list of combat pages, cards, the selected character will use in reception. Info on the guests that have accepted the invitation to the library is shown here. In this section, you can view detailed information about the selected character. Underneath, you can check the list of combat pages, cards, in the selected character will use in reception. Select this bar, press the relevant button to start the battle, when you have finished reviewing all available information. Well, I don't really seem to have other card options. Wait, no. Okay. I mean, let's go. Text describes the ability of a page, usually activated upon use. In combat, 3 types of offensive dice exist, each corresponding to a different damage type. This icon represents slash sight damage. Likewise, pierce. Lastly, blunt. Blunt. Smoke weed in my day. Am I right or am I right? 420, baby. I don't know what I just channeled. Hi, Chaos Ray. The ability of an action die, written on its right, may activate when the die is played, based on its condition. Most abilities activate when the attack hits the target, or the die wins in a clash against an opposing die. During the battle, combat pages need a resource called light. The amount of light a character currently has is indicated by the yellow icons above them. When the scene begins, press the spacebar to roll a speed dice. Everyone's just kind of saying stuff, huh? Higher speed value offers you the following advantages. If the enemy's speed is lower than yours, you can redirect their attack to you. Characters with the higher speed value will act first. No. Please select the speed dice on a librarian. This is the librarian's hand of combat pages, aka cards. Please select one of them. I mean... Wait, are cards not working? The command didn't work. Odd. By pressing Q or clicking the icon, you can toggle quick mode. In quick mode, the action dice are rolled automatically during battle, allowing combat to play out smoothly. When quick mode is off, the player must manually roll the action dice in each engagement by clicking or pressing space. With this utility, you can automatically fill the librarian's speed dice with the combat pages in their hands. Targets are determined randomly, which makes the battle proceed quicker at the cost of precision and strategy. Targeting display. These are visual indicators showing who the librarians and guests are currently targeting for an attack. Toggle them by pressing 1, 2, 3. Enemies, clashes, librarians on the keyboard or clicking the icons. I'm ready now. When only one of the two opposing characters has dice to play, a one-sided attack occurs. This happens when a character targets an enemy that isn't targeting them back. Only offensive dice are played in one-sided attacks. The defensive dice will be retained until the scene ends, or if an enemy attempts a one-sided attack. Too much information! When both characters in engagement have dice to play, a clash occurs. This usually occurs when the speed dice of two characters target each other. Retained defensive dice or counter dice may also cause clash. You're just saying words at this point. In a clash, the results are determined by comparing their rolls. Offensive dice can only deal damage equal to the roll by winning the clash. Interactions between defensive dice follow the rules of the next page. Cool, a second page. Winning clash versus offensive dice completely blocks the damage. Deals stagger damage to difference value. Mitigates incoming damage by the roll value. Deals stagger damage equal to the roll value. My brain is not processing what most of this means at the moment. I'm sure I'll get it, but this is information overload at the moment. Yeah, I know. Winning clash versus offensive dice completely negates damage. Evade die is retained. Sure. Ow. Book of Rats obtained. Well, I seem to have killed him. Resolving books. Taking physical damage will decrease the character's HP, indicated by the red gauge. When HP of a librarian or guest is brought to 0, they will die. Guests who meet their demise in the library will be resolved into books. Higher the guest's emotion level was, the more likely they are to yield rare books in greater quantity or quality upon death. Even if the library dies during combat, they will rise again once the reception is over. Do I... Okay, they attacking me. I do kind of like the idea of defending. Can I not? Oh, wait, right. I have to target one of them. This music's kind of grooving. Punch you. Book of Rats obtained. Ba ba ba. Let's defend up again. That seems to have worked pretty well. You are not rolling. Stagger. Character may inflict 2 types of damage, physical damage and stagger damage. Attacks with stagger damage will reduce the target's stagger resistance. Stagger resist 0, hits staggered. Okay. Okay, so they just die if they get hit. Cool. Give me the roll. And... I don't know. Focus strikes him. I don't see why not. Get whomped, idiot. Give me more rat books. Rat books, rat books, rat books. Curtain call for the reception of rats. I can't finish my arm crow. Can anyone give me a hand? That's such a trap question. Because if they say yes, you just take their arms. That's so scary. That's such a cryptid thing to say. Look at all my books of rats. I have so many. You can check the books you have obtained from the reception here. If you have failed a reception, the part will show the books you have lost instead. You can check the battle symbols your librarians have obtained from the reception here. Yes, I did say consent was good, but that's not quite what I had in mind. But you know what? I'll take it. It works. Now it's time to conclude reception and exit the stage. Curtains closed. I seem to have gained equipment? I wonder, is it so important to them to belong to a renowned syndicate? It's all part of city life. You have to belong to a group, be it a syndicate or anything else. Living in the city gets too tough otherwise. Floor of the Grand Works open. You can now select the floor of General Works during reception. In this section, you can burn the books that you have obtained. And she or they pronouns for me, please. And yes, I have played Lobotomy Corporation. I didn't actually finish it because honestly the end game challenges just kind of decided that that's too much. Too much for me. Too much for Zabby. But yeah, she, they pronouns for me. What is this? Check out the episodes of brief interaction between patron librarians. Rewatch episodes of the stories of your patron librarians. In the Condensura, you can read, review various story contents, press each tab to switch to stories you'd like to see. Click on a group of guests and click an episode. You can watch pre- and post-battle story segments for a group of guests. Yeah! Okay, that's fine. Just, I am not a he. I am a she or a they. Select page you'd like to read. Read the story content here. Invitation. You can see what the books in your possession have to offer before burning them. These books are also used for inviting the guests of subsequent episodes, so it is recommended to keep at least one copy in your possession. Here you can check the list of items that can be obtained from burning the book. Press the relevant button to begin burning your books. You can burn up to 20 books at a time. Mitsugo. How many books we burn? Should I burn some? Save at least 2. Open the booster pack. When you burn books on the floor, you'll see a lovely animation of that floor's color. You may randomly obtain pages of that book. Burning a book yields different pages each time based on chance. There are 2 types of pages you may acquire from books: key pages and combat pages. Key pages constitute a librarian's physique. They serve as equipment. Combat pages are the cards and techniques used by librarians in battle. Rarity of the pages ranges from paperback, hardcover, limited, object to art. Pages with higher grades are more powerful, although rarer to acquire when burning books. Also, key pages have a set limit on how many can be owned at once, which depends on rarity. Give me. So I should burn down to 2, is what you suggest? Okay, let's do it. Gimme. Look at all these pages. That's a lot of stuff. I'm sure something in there is pretty cool. Hover over this panel and select the librarian on this floor to move to the combat page list. You can see the currently equipped combat pages here. This is a list of combat pages owned by the player. What a wonderful collection. This is a list of key pages currently owned by the player. I sure have a lot of Lenny pages. Panel shows information about the selected key page. You can check the deck, aka combat bookshelf, passive abilities, and resistances. Current key page. Panel shows the information of the key page currently equipped by the librarian. Press the button to equip the key page to the librarian. Clear combat pages equipped before switching keypad. Or quitting key page. I am not following. I will admit I'm pretty lost and confused as to how. That panel shows the information of the selected key page. You can check the deck, aka combat bookshelf, passive abilities. Yeah. Librarian's new threads. You can see the information of the newly equipped key page here. Deck of combat pages is bound to the key page. Okay. See, I understand now what you were saying, Mitsugo. I didn't have the information needed for that to make sense yet, though. But thank you. Deck of combat pages is bound to the key page. Make sure to configure decks after changing key pages. No. Not asking for a start. You're okay. You're a good little Mitsugo. So, wait. How do I clear? I don't really understand how to clear the page, as you say. Okay, I click over here. Here you can customize your librarian's appearance and dialogues. You can check the battle symbols for the librarian's possession here. You can jump from the librarian information to the combat pages tab here. You can jump from the librarian information tab to the key page tab here. Customize librarian. Okay, so I can make my idiot little Roland look like whoever I want? Or does he always look like this? Okay, I can't customize my Roland, it looks like. Roland is Roland. I can mess with his outfit. Okay, I see. Yeah, but see, I like this one. That's the thing I got. Give me that. I don't think I can. Wait, what do you mean? I mean, Lenny's outfit is good. It just, I don't know, it doesn't really feel correct for him. If we're forced to use him as is, he feels more correct in this suit. Okay, as for key page. Normal, weak, fatal. Same on both. Weak, fatal, normal. This feels correct. Let's use Lenny's page. Fair, fair. I kind of like this one. That is kind of late, Carpet. I don't fully know what I'm doing yet, but this seems fine. I don't know. I'm new Don't judge me. Okay. So, using the Book of Something will cause me to fight the rats again, right? So basically, I would use the book I used on the last round, on a previous round, if I wanted to, like, grind on that round for whatever reason. But if I want to proceed, I'd use whatever new thing. What happens if I do this? No, really. What the hell happens if I do this? Because it's not red, but I can still send it. Okay. So if a combination doesn't turn red, it means I can't send it yet? Is that what that means? I'm just trying to get my bearings and such. Okay. I'm gonna do at least a little more. Hold on. Let me... Okay. Let me be right back to get the pre-roll going and such. Get the pre-roll stopped again and such. I will be right back. I also need more drink. Love you, chat. That's the joke. But also, you are the blueprints. I'm back. Zabby is returned. And now, I guess we have to fight these dorks. Foiled again. I didn't go through all the trouble of becoming a fixer to do mundane chores like this. You know how it is. Only a select few get to rise up in the ranks. But still, we might see the light one day if we start out with smaller tasks, don't you think? I envy your optimism, Finn. But still, a request like please find my lost cat before the night falls is seriously not it. Garbage officers get garbage requests. Yeah, Finn. You probably had better things in mind when you became a fixer. You know, a bigger field to play on. I'm sure I can move to a nicer office or become an associate fixer someday. If I keep working hard, then I might... That's odd. There's this envelope in my pocket. It says, The Invitation. Smells fishy. Can't overlook something like this. Besides, if what's written on the invitation is true, those books would be of interest to several associations. It is interesting, but we don't exactly know what's in the library, right? We should report this to the office first and take care of it formally. I ain't about to feed a garbage office that won't feed me. We're going first if you don't wanna. They called themselves fixers. Do you happen to be friends with them? What? Look, assuming all fixers know each other is... It's like picking two random pedestrians and hoping they know each other. Our quest is basically asking these two strangers, you're both humans, so you must know each other, right? You get what I mean? Sigh. Should I expect to see many different kinds of fixers if what you're saying is true? Pretty much. Okay, well, it's just me. And these two idiots. Battle progresses, the emotional tension of librarians and guests will be heightened. Positive emotion points blue. Gained when winning a clash or having advantages in battle defeating an enemy. Negative emotion points red. Gained upon losing clash or suffering disadvantages in battle, losing an ally. As the emotion levels of the characters rise, the overall emotion of the teams they belong to will be heightened. When your team's emotion level goes up, you may choose an abnormality page to use at the beginning of the next scene. What the hell? That sure was a lot of words that just happened. Well, I'm gonna harvest your guts. How about that? Whap! Give me your grade 9 book. Wait, why didn't I... You know, it would have helped if I played a card. You know, like this. Should I be concerned about how easy the early rounds in this game feel? I know it's not going to stay that way. I know from looking at the Steam store page for about 5 seconds at reviews. I know it doesn't stay this way. Give me all your grade 9 fixer books. So generally burn down to 2 books at all times? Is that your advice? Okay. Well, then we're going to burn 5 grade 9 fixer books. The library. Obtain the book of... That's what that says, right? Wait, hold on. I think we're still fine with Lenny's page for the moment. I'm actually going to leave this unchanged for the moment. And we're just going to go ahead and... do this. Fire away! Sir, they still haven't responded back to us. Something must have happened in that library. Plenty of fixers disappear without a trace. Whether they died or ran off, further lack of response means a violation of contract. They're facing expulsion from my office. And there's too little evidence to back up your claim about this invitation. A door appeared out of thin air when they signed the paper, and they disappeared into that? Could be rich people shenanigans. I love the phrase, could be rich people shenanigans, in response to something weird happening. That's perfect. That's so perfect. Or Wing experimented with its singularity. Yoon's office does not have any time to spare with things like that. I might still be a grade 9 fixer, but I can sense that something's off about this. Oh, really? How tragic that such good instincts of a grade 9 fixer are wasted on our humble office. Listen up, little frog in the well. In this city, insane events happen every second of the day, most of which you have not even heard of. You won't have time to be feeling off about something when there's numerous other things that need your attention. I'm going to do, for clarity, I'm going to do probably like a couple more rounds, and I am going to stop for dinner. I might do, this invitation is, of course, open to you, Mitsugo, obviously, because it's a community thing. I am considering doing some, I think I am, in fact, going to do some community Jackbox after dinner. Assuming I can gather enough people, but... If you can't present visible evidence right now, it's not worth looking into. What about that envelope right in front of you, operator? What? You little brat. Trying to pull a cheap... Sometimes my mouth stops working and my brain just needs a second. You little brat. Trying to pull a cheap trick on me. I didn't do anything, I swear. Get out for a moment. Hey, this is Yoon's office. Got a good lead this time. Lend me some cash so I can hire a few. No, seriously, I have a good feeling about this. True, it can end up failing like you said. I can check just one more time if you want. I'm not exactly fond of this method, but Yeah, I have one guy fit for the job. Seems fixers must report to their office before they can even begin working. Well, that's formally the case, but I could bypass it since I ran a one-man office, though. Fixers aren't any better than syndicates when it comes to greed. And it looks like this guy's trying to exploit a naive kid, too. So, this is the library. Yeah, Yoon said we might even get sponsorship from an association if I succeed. I'll do my best. Greetings, Fixer. I am Angela, the librarian of my role's namesake. Hi, I'm Finn, a fixer at Yoon's office. Is it true that I can find books containing lots of information in this place? Yes, of course. You were given the invitation for that exact reason. May you find your book in this place. Well, I'm way stronger than you, it still seems. Do you love this fight? What happens in this fight that I'm missing? I do like me some gut harvesting. Well, I staggered him immediately. I'm just gonna go ahead and bite you. I'm missing what is to love about this fight. I won! Fair. Curtain call on the reception for Yoon's office, you rookie. Four books of Finn. Oh boy, it's not all that delightful to see a young rookie fall like that, all things considered. You said yourself that our way is quite polite and fair before, didn't you? That most of the time, people's lives are taken away by others without any consent or agreement. The library is different. People who enter this place have agreed to risk death to gain what they want. They even signed the paper to show such agreement. No coercion or compulsion is involved in this process. They make their own choice and pay accordingly. Well, yeah, fair point. But still, it kind of feels dirty in a way. Each floor will present you with a set of assignments. Completing the assignments will unlock an abnormality battle. When the assignments are completed for a floor, battle against an abnormality will become available. Clearing abnormality battles will raise the floor's realization level. This is the library's current hazard level, as perceived by the city. Raising the realization level of each floor will increase the library's presence as a threat. The library's hazard level will rise once the gauge is full. Interesting. Oh, there's a higher rarity page in here, I see. Not just that, I have my first access to a higher rarity page. Well, a higher rarity character page. Are the colors on the combat card, the combat pages, are those rarities too? I'm having a hard time parsing those colors. Is that why gut harvesting is so good? Is it because it's a rare? and I got 3 of them for some reason. Okay. So I just kind of got lucky, and it just gave me the best card. Okay. I mean, I did pull a pretty good chunk of what's in this pack, but still. I pulled very little of the rare stuff. Okay, burn books. Well, thanks for all the struggles and the fins page. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Mitsugo, do you have any advice on like how to build your character decks cost-wise? Because that's one thing I'm really unsure on at the moment. These games tend to have like certain balances you want to hit with your deck costs, but I don't really know where this one's is at. So I'm trying to parse that out. I do kind of like the idea of struggle. Fair. Hi, Ewoks. Okay. How about that? This is still I'm new. Don't judge me. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to kind of get my bearings and, like, figure things out. You seem to be doing your job meekly and well for someone who complains so much. What else did you expect after greeting me in such a violent manner? Heck, I was shocked hard. You were hard? I find myself in the middle of nowhere and the first person I meet blows off my limbs? I was lost at first, but I get the gist of receiving gifts now that I've tried it a few times. Though I do still have a complaint. Complaint? Sheesh, man, again with that stare. Can't say a thing. Just tell me what you mean. I mean, well, it's tough to receive all the guests alone. Guests arriving one by one I can deal with, but when a whole group enters, the first thing that comes to mind is how in the hell am I supposed to fight all of them? It's not like they're normally, like, built like paper bags and die in one hit or anything. It's gotta be a point where one person is no longer enough, right? It's only working right now because we've been facing minor syndicates and stuff. And the whole fuss about heightening emotions. You said I can't just kill the guests right away because of that. What's that odd face hidden at? There's a way, technically speaking, though I'm not certain it's for the best. You can join the fights yourself? No, There are entities that could be of help, however. And those entities are the beings that used to wield tremendous strength and power, but are now too transient to maintain physical form, hardly holding on to existence. I don't remember seeing any living being in this library other than you and me. They're asleep inside the books, where the perfect environment for them is simulated, along with the librarians who will be of assistance to you. Librarians? Entities inside the books? That's all you have to know about them for now. What matters more is that they can be useful for the library's growth. Alright, say that's the case. How are those sleeping entities supposed to help us exactly? You have to enter their books and free the librarians trapped within. I believe they're under the influence of the abnormality's powers for various reasons. Since they're highly unstable, they won't easily trust us. You're basically saying they'll take us for invaders. Correct. If you overcome all ordeals presented by them, they will come to accept you. Instructions still unclear, ma'am. Dick stuck in toaster. You said they're mighty as wet paper now. You sure they can give any help? We're not making the abnormalities receive guests for us. If they can be understood and accepted, they will empower the librarians directly or indirectly. Still too ambiguous, I've got to say. Anyhow, what you're saying is that they'll present us with their ordeals, basically, and we'll have to overcome them to earn their recognition and borrow their powers. Entering books. Sounds like something out of a fairy tale. We'll need their power to heighten the emotions of our guests to the peak, after all. I wish you success in there. Sure, anything you say, ma'am. Will you enter the Book of Bloodbath? Sure, why not? Huh. Creepy. I don't remember this one from Lobotomy Corporation. This feels like a new one. I'm assuming I will see a lot of familiar faces, though. I saw a couple familiar faces in the intro sequence. Okay, you've got... You're defending. Maybe this? Each character in Key Page has different resistances to physical and stagger damage dealt by each type of attack. You can deal extra damage by attacking with damage type the opponent is weak to, denoted by Fatal and Weak. On the contrary, attacking with damage types whose resistances are endured or ineffective will cause less damage. Use resistances to your advantage in resections. By selecting character, you can view the list of passives they possess. Scars take 1 to 5 less damage from slash attacks. Lose 3 speed. Boost the max value of block dice by 3. When you observe a character, you can also check their resistances to various damage types. Roll out! Okay, you're doing a triple attack up on me. I sure have taken a lot of slashing damage with me, which isn't really ideal here. But it's fine. Probably. Roll. You're really bad at rolling. Okay, you're doing the blocky again. try this. This is definitely a bit more of a beefcake than the previous fights. Okay, you're hitting me with that shit. How about this? How about I hit you with my good card? Get staggered, idiot. Oh, I'm pretty close to getting staggered, idiot, too. Which isn't great. I will go ahead and bite you. You keep rolling one, huh? Okay, you're defending again. I'll struggle. Well, I got staggered. Kick my ass completely, I guess. I think I'm still okay. Wait, I forgot to... I did that thing again where I forgot to actually play a card. Which isn't great. You keep rolling bad. I think I might still win, but it's not looking ideal. What the hell is this? Oh, that's not great. I think I lose, actually. This is definitely a bit more of a beefcake fight. I think I'm going to be so real with you. I think I'm vibing with this game a lot more than I was vibing with Lobotomy Corporation. I don't dislike Lobotomy Corporation, but there were definitely a lot of aspects of it that hit my brain at weird angles. This I vibe with. I'm a card game gal. I like card games. I don't fully understand this yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm vibing with it. If that makes sense. There we go. How would I bite you? Almost killed. I might do it. Okay, you're doing depression again. Mood. Maybe? I win! Clear an abnormality battle. I guess that was technically the first boss. One assistant to librarians awoken. You now have access to new abnormality pages. Emotion level threshold has increased to level 2. New assignment has been added. What's up with abnormality pages? Okay. You. Librarian info. Customized librarian. This custom screen feels improved from Lobotomy Corporation. There are so many. There are so many options. Wait, no, not yet. Hold up. Actually. That works. That works. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. This feels normal to me. There we go. On attack. Yeah. These are all fine, honestly. Appearance projection. I like this one. What's up with the body type grayed out? Also, can I name them? Or is this just Jose? I can name them. Wait. Name and title. Ah, here we go. Librarian newbie. Zabby. Perfect. Okay, honestly, I feel like this is I'm starting to get pretty hangry, and I feel like this is a reasonable place to take a break after we've cleared that boss or a mini boss or whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to go get some num-noms. But I'm going to be so real with you. I like this game more than I was expecting to. I was going to play it, but Lobotomy Corporation put some bad tastes in my mouth at a few points, so I was kind of scared, but the gameplay of this is a bit more up my alley. So I'm pretty interested to play more of it. I'm sure it definitely gets radically harder. I'm fully expecting that, but I don't know. The overall gameplay, it's just kind of more my vibe. There seems to be a bit less room for, haha, you made a mistake. The last hour of gameplay is now a complete waste of time. So, that's pretty cool. I like that there's less of that. But yeah, we're gonna end for now. I love you all, chat. Thank you all for joining me. As always, the best places to find information about what I'm doing are on Blue Sky and in Discord. The links to both should be in the descriptions and such. But you're wonderful.